Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Chelsea. We have been in the infertility, trying to form our family stage for about 2.5 years. I don't know where you're at, if you're just new to trying to conceive or you've been on this journey for a long time. The object of this video was just to help you out, maybe save you some money. I'm not here to say, oh, this is gonna get you pregnant, but what my goal is to maybe help you think and just reevaluate ways to just spend a little less money in this very expensive journey of trying to have a baby. So I just want to let you know, we have gotten pregnant 3 times. We have tubal factor infertility, and which means my babies got stuck in my tubes. I've had 3 ectopic pregnancies in the last 1.5 years. So, you know, it feels weird when I come on here and I talk a little bit about just like tips, because I don't have any living children, but I just thought I would throw that in there. So, yeah, and we're about to move. I'm about to get my last tube removed, just because we're going to start with IVF. So, you know, we're moving and we're cleaning, and I felt like this would be a good transition because I'm going to kind of be throwing a lot of this stuff away. So I felt like I could just help some people out. So I'll just give you a little backstory. Craig wasn't ready to have kids when we first got married, and I was. So I thought, you know what can be good things that I can do for myself to prepare myself for children in the future. And when you Google, you go on Pinterest, I'm sure you've seen it, it's just, there's a million things. So my way of thinking was, I'm going to do the good things that I can do for me, as well as for pregnancy in the future, or just trying to get pregnant. So what I started with was cleaning up a lot of the products and just educating myself on, you know, parabens and a lot of chemicals that are in the day-to-day products I was using. And that can get really expensive, just wiping all that stuff clean. So what I did was, when I ran out of shampoo, when I ran out of body soap, when I ran out of anything that I use on a weekly basis, I replaced it with something cleaner when I went to the grocery store or like went to the store somewhere. I obviously found a ton of cool products. I actually am planning on doing a video of all the best products, like clean products that I've used and I've spent money on, just to hopefully save you guys some money. So look out for that video soon. I'm not going to be that person that's like subscribed to my channel, because I don't have that many videos, but really look out for it because it could help you, because I have went through tons of money trying all these other ones. But anyway, so what I did was I cleaned up all of the cleaning products in our house. I cleaned up all of the stuff I was using. And you know, every time I would be out of one, I would just try something new that was a little bit cleaner. What I also did was, I'm not big on makeup, I'm not big on like moisturizer and just doing all of that stuff, but I did start getting an Ipsy bag. It's available in Canada and the US. It's $10. They give you sample products. They ask you a questionnaire on what you use, but a lot of them are clean beauty products, and so it was nice to kind of test it out before actually buying the full thing. And even if they weren't clean beauty, you know, like let's say I got a lipstick that I wouldn't use, what I would do is I would just gift. You get a little bag with it. I would just gift it to my friends, and it's kind of just like, it's a fun way to test out different things and give people things. And so that's how I started on the clean makeup and clean, you know, moisturizer and all of that stuff. It was nice to just kind of test little samples. So I started doing that. I also started cleaning up my feminine hygiene products. Craig actually got me on this one. They cost maybe $1 more. If not, they don't cost that much different than the regular products. They're just good for you. I mean, you're concerned about this area, like this is something easy to do, to switch over, that doesn't cost a lot of money. So just wanted to let you guys know. You can even now get them, I know Walmart for sure, Target has a ton. I don't know about CVS and Walgreens yet, but yeah, they're everywhere. It's like the new thing. So, but yeah, I've been doing that for years. It's super easy, super effective. So, you know, and then when you're getting into all of this stuff, or even you've been on this journey for a while, they talk about organic produce and changing up your diet, and I'm going to briefly touch on that a little bit, on how you can save money with that. You know, they talk about organic produce. What I did was, I just focused on the Dirty Dozen. Buying organic with the Dirty Dozen of the fruits and vegetables. You Google it, you put the list in your phone, it's easy. But what I also did was this They always have this fruit spray in the stores. I know that they have them in the US. They have them at Sprouts, Trader Joe's, all of those, Walmart. I sprayed the organic and the regular produce and fruit with this stuff. It made me feel good about, you know, what I was eating, what I was, you know, putting in my body, and it was just an easy solution for me. So that's kind of how I saved money in regards to organic produce. And you know, you started getting into grass-fed, grass-finished, but for me, that's not that was the thing that alleviated a little bit of stress for me, because stress is really big in regards to trying to have a baby. So another thing, I wanted to educate myself on my cycle, on hormones, on everything. What I was looking for, like I'm sure everybody else, was the book that had the cure. What's the perfect concoction so you can get pregnant? And I will tell you straight up, I've read a ton, I spent a ton of money on books. There is not one book that has that. Scientists do not know why pregnancy happens. I think it's like every month you have a 20% chance of getting pregnant, and I don't want that to deter you if you're new to trying to conceive. But what I'm saying is there are a lot of things that are at play, and there's not, like, scientists just don't know why it happens. So what I recommend that you do is you get one book. They all say the same thing. You know, study up on hormones like LH and just timing and just understanding your body better, and that will help you throughout the process of trying to conceive. Don't buy all the books. They all basically say the same thing. Buy one. That'll save you a ton of money, I promise you. Also, YouTube. You learn a lot for free. Just, yeah. Anyway, so that's what I did. I educated myself. So then whenever we started trying to have a baby and he was ready, before a couple months before whatever, I started taking a prenatal. You do not need to go to Whole Foods and buy the highest prenatal whenever you're, you know, first trying or whatever. I made the decision that once I got pregnant, I would take a higher, a more, I guess, potent prenatal, one that was organic or whatever. I got this. I wouldn't say get the Walmart brand or whatever. This is a Canadian brand, but this has 1,000 micrograms of folic acid. That's the most important thing in your prenatal. So make sure it has around 1,000, or like I think they do 752. That's pretty good. I wouldn't recommend getting a Walmart generic brand, but you don't need to spend a lot of money. Now, this is the Garden of Life. It's $50. It's a little more expensive up here in Canada, but this was the organic whole food prenatal. I started taking it when I got pregnant, so that can save you some money. Obviously, I want to let you know that most doctors say it takes between 6 to 12 months to get pregnant the first time. So if you're new to this, do not feel like there's something wrong with you if you're in month 8 and you haven't gotten pregnant yet. We actually got pregnant in our 13th month with the ectopic pregnancy, and I had a ton, I mean, both tubes were completely jacked up. So it was a miracle I got pregnant, you know, the 3 times that I did, to be honest. So yeah, I just want to let you kind of know that. So don't freak out. Don't think like you need to take all these supplements and all these things that you're finding. You know, prenatals, vitamin C. Craig took high doses of vitamin C, both, like all 3 times when we got pregnant, honestly. So if you want to focus on 2 supplements, focus on a prenatal and put your man on some antioxidants. I'm telling you. But that's obviously, I'm not a doctor, but it's just my little recommendation. Anyway, so I didn't do any basal body temperature. I found it to be too stressful for me. You know, you have to take it perfectly every morning, and so what I tried the Ava bracelet. You see it, all the influencers have it on Instagram. What I will tell you is I bought it. It doesn't take basal body temperature, which is your actual internal temperature. It takes a surface level temperature. And that can fluctuate between how cold you have your house, how close you put it to your body, you know, because it's like a watch. Also, it takes multiple months for it to figure out your body. So you're wanting to get pregnant right away. You have to wait 6 months and wear that thing every night. Make sure it's charged. It was a waste of money. I'm telling you, it's a waste of money. Don't buy it. There's another thing called the OvuSense that people in the infertility community love a lot more. So I would look into that if you're going to spend some money. Don't waste your time with the Ava. Anyway, I'll kind of tell you what I did. So I didn't do basal body temperature. What I did do was went on Amazon, bought these LH strips. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if it's focusing. This probably was $40. There's 100 of them. You are supposed to, it'll tell you when to take them. You take them during the middle of the day. You do not take them in the morning like HCG strips. But this kind of tells you when you're most fertile. When there's 2 solid lines is when you're at your peak fertility. So what we did was, we just, obviously did a little baby dance around this time, and that's kind of how I tracked my fertility. I also put it in an app. I was using the app for months before, we got married, and then I knew, my fertile days from then. I use a free app. It was easy to track, and when I got positive tests, I just kind of put it in the app, and I just tracked it that way. It was just the easiest way to do it. But don't buy the, what is it, Clear Blue ovulation. They're so expensive. I'm telling you, I will post pictures to show you. These things work, and you're going to save a ton of money with them. So, Amazon. Also, don't buy those like first response and, blue digital pregnancy tests either. They have the same exact thing for HCG. I had really low HCG because of my ectopic pregnancies. So anything under 5 is considered not pregnant when you get your quantitative testing for HCG. And I got a positive test when I was like 12 HCG, 14 HCG. That's really low, by the way. It's basically miscarrying, and I got positive tests on these. So these are just the same. If you're a crazy tester, I'm telling you, I was 5 days before my period, and I got a positive test on this at like 14 HCG. So this will save you a ton of money. What I did, when I did get a faint test, I would get the first response. Clear Blue, it's cool because it says pregnant, but in my first pregnancy, I took one, and I kept it because I was obviously I was mourning, and I kept it, and it actually turned blank. They don't stay that way forever. I have a picture of the test, but I have the test and it's blank. And I was very sad about that. So I want you guys to know, get the first response, the 2 pink dye, red dye tests. They're the most reliable out of those. And just get one. You don't need, eventually you'll go get blood work. Don't spend a ton of money on those things. They make so much money off of them, and it's ridiculous. So just have one there. Once you get a faint test with this, then test with that one, and then you're good to go. I mean, it's fun to take a lot, but it'll save you money, and this is what the video is about, saving you money. So, yeah, I think books, the Ava bracelet. Oh, also, I've been going over on these videos because I can only do 15 minutes, so I'm going to keep this brief. Pre-seed, that's another thing. It's all lubricant when you buy it at the store is not necessarily sperm friendly. So what we used was Pre-seed or Baby Dance. Baby Dance is the one that doesn't have the parabens in it. When these strips started getting a little more dark is when I started using it, and then after a day after ovulation I waited, I stopped using it. So that's another way to save money. I recommend Pre-seed. We got pregnant every single time off of either Pre-seed or Baby Dance, and just use it in your peak fertility. That's my recommendation. I wouldn't use it throughout the months because that stuff just gets stupid expensive. I've spent so much money on it. But that's my recommendations. I'm going to continue to kind of post other videos in regards to natural trying to conceive, just because we're about to move to a new phase of IVF and everything, and I want to instill some of the things that I've learned just to hopefully help people get pregnant. So yeah. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you got something from it. I hope to save you a little bit of money. I'm always about saving money. So if you have any questions or comments, or you want to see anything, post it in the comments below. That would be awesome. But thanks for watching the video. Bye.